I'm back. Welcome back, y'all. Today's topic, the computer brain. I'm not saying that the brain is a computer because the brain is way beyond anything that we can even comprehend as humans. But some of the main things and main functions of the brain was made into a digital brain with those main functions, which is why I call it the computer brain. So, the computer brain. When you're a kid, you don't have no knowledge of really anything, right? As humans say. So, your parents and your environment is the things that you become, right? So, if you take, like, I got people that say, man, this is who I am. No, that's not who you are, man. Environment make you who you are. Okay, if black people was ghetto, how come the black people that wasn't raised in the ghetto act like the environment they was raised in? And how come you could take, let's say, white and black, for instance. You take a black guy that's supposed to be some ghetto person and put him in a white and let him grow up in a white neighborhood, a white community. To people that has no sense, they gonna say he acting white. And if you take a white person and put them in the hood and have them grow up in the hood, all the people gonna say about him is he think he black or he act black. Look, the brain is so like it's like a computer, like I say, because it don't matter what information you put in it. That's all the information that the computer gonna have available. So why I say you put a white person in a white boy in the hood, he gonna act hood. He gonna act ghetto because them are the programs. Because knowledge is basically a program. Well, education is a real good program because it's designed for you to access it because that'll be all you know. Soon as you want to learn something, you devote time, energy, everything, focus, in your vision, everything into this project until you learn it. So that lets you know that all the talents of the world, some physical, some depending on how much time you have in it, is how good you could become in it. Because a lot of people don't remember when you first started off doing something, you really didn't have as much knowledge as you thought you would obtain with it 10 years later. Let's say you started off trying this one thing, you sucked at it in the beginning. 10 years later, you're a pro. The computer brain is easy to manipulate too, if you think about this, man. If I could put, if everything that I know or everything that I am is what I know, then if I teach you more different knowledge, now you know that. So you become that too. The computer brain. Just like, there's so many things I want to tell you about. Like, if you got people that's studying how to or how you work. Let's say you studied a person for years to see how they work, but you got a different agenda for this person. So knowing how this person learn, how this person react, how he do things, you can add your manipulation to him or to them and make them become what you want them to become, because you know how to manipulate them. Just like the world. For the computer brain, it's easy to manipulate it because you could use TV, which is vision. You could use audio, which is what they're hearing. You could use even their taste and control them. So the computer brain, the way that they do you is you don't realize that you basically a computer. And if we go to everybody computer in the world, I bet you any money, if we gave them all the same computer in the beginning of their life, and the ones who sell us the software, the hardware, is the ones who's telling us what it could do, what all it could do. So you think just because this is a certain thing that this all you could do. You program. You program to thinking. Let me get up a little bit. You program to think that, are you black? So black has a program of ghetto, hood, poverty, low income. The whites got the different, the opposite. So the computer brain. You ever just looked at your computer and said, you know what? I don't really use this stuff no more, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And once you get rid of it, you never remember it was on your computer. You be like, oh yeah, I remember I used to have that. Somebody else bring it up. You, oh yeah, I remember I used to have that. I remember that used to be a thought of mine. So if I wanted to control some people, for instance, just like parents control their kids, it's the same technique the government uses on everybody. You only allow the information that you want known to be presented. That way, they only gonna learn, if they learn anything, it's only gonna be what you want them to learn. The computer brain, it's gonna behave according to what's in it. Like, I know people that got the same computers, but only thing they got in it, they got a whole computer. The only thing they do on their computer, listen to music, get on Facebook, order stuff online, and watch movies, and probably some social media stuff. That's about it. They haven't upgraded. They haven't uploaded or downloaded any software. They don't do nothing on the computer but just those things. Then you got a person with the same computer that got stuff like Photoshop. I'm talking about got all types of software, all types of programs, all types of learning stuff, all type of everything. And you would think something wrong with the person that only has those few things they do on it. Like expensive computer, but only do, they could have just got a cheap computer, if they was just all they was gonna do is play music, that's how you would look at it. But the computer brain is so easily to program that you can even reprogram your brain. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do it myself. Which, if all my senses is taken away from me, how can I focus on the real me? How would you be able to focus on the real you if every time you look around, your eyes is seeing what they want you to see, your ears is hearing what they want you to hear, you eating what they want you to eat, you do what they want you to do. You a computer, you easy to program because your brain looks for knowledge to use in its daily life. Just like a computer, look for stuff that you access in it. You could teach yourself anything you want to know. You just got to program yourself to know it. That's all it is a program. Just like how the computer run a program, your brain running it just like that. And it's all dictated by your emotions. So whatever emotion you in, it's gonna produce a different you. You program different with each emotion you in because each emotion is a reality. So whatever emotion you in is your reality. And you programmed yourself accordingly. So how you respond when you in happy, well, joy, how you sad, when you're angry, when you're afraid, you follow me? You become a whole different person. And that's only because if you listen to one of my other posts, we living in our own definition. So whatever you define as fear, you will fear all the time. Whatever you define as joy, you will feel joy all the time. Whatever make you sad, you're gonna feel. Whatever you program in your brain to make you feel that you think is sadness, every time you see this type of stuff, you get sad automatically, just like the computer do. When you put in a website or when you tap on the program or one of your softwares you got uploaded, it immediately start doing what it do to get that program on the screen. You start seeing all these little numbers and all these little codes and all this stuff moving around like all fast, and then all of a sudden the program you tapped on open, boom. And all the knowledge that's in that program is in that program. So, just like with the world, man, the computer brain is so cold. It got you. I got one of my next posts is gonna be the American schedule. They got the whole country on the schedule, and y'all have no idea y'all on the schedule to be and think and do what the hell they want you to do. And then we got these scientists that study the human brain, that study how people work, that study what things do what to certain people to so if I study how y'all work, I could program you to whatever I want you to be. But you also could reprogram your computer brain. So, the computer brain. You only know what you put in it. And you don't know what's not in it. You can't access something that you do not have interest in. You don't care enough to even do it. I'm going to have a program for you to reprogram your brain as soon as I come back after reprogramming mine. Love to all, and to all, spread the light.